Hey, what's good, son? I wanted to read you something that I wrote when I was in sixth grade. I ended up getting an A on it. We were supposed to write I don't know if we were supposed to write another Rocky or another like a sequel to a movie or something. So I ended up writing this one. It's like people everywhere were wondering who would win this unique fight against a man. Well, I wrote that right. Circled that. Against a man. This is in sixth grade. Against a man they called Rambo and Rocky. Nobody knew what Rambo looked like, but according to his records, he was as strong as Rocky. His records say he jumped 40 feet off a cliff and didn't die, but was wounded. He also fought the man from Russia and nearly killed him. Meanwhile, back at his house, Rocky was beating his punching bag, wondering who this man, I wrote this when I was 12, wondering who this man Rambo was. Rocky was full of fear, but he didn't show it. He spent the whole day warming up because the next day he was going to fight. Sorry, the only reason I'm reading this is because I wrote it in cursive when I was 12, and it's old, so it's like faded, kind of. I mean, there's like stuff on it. Pages are tattered and torn. That night he didn't sleep much because he still was thinking about Rambo, who Rambo was. He remembered the name from somewhere, but he forgot where. The next day the fight came, and it was Rocky's chance to see who Rambo was. Rocky stepped into the ring, and then Rambo stepped into the ring. The crowd was silent, and the crowd was silent. The crowd was silent as they stared at the two men. It was amazing. Rambo and Rocky were identical twins. Then Rocky remembered that Rambo, who was his brother, that ran away when Rocky was 5. Rocky went up to Rambo and said, Do you remember Rocky, your brother? Do you remember Rocky, brother? Rambo said, yeah. Remember. They had no time to talk because everyone was waiting. The announcer yelled, in this corner, weighing 250 pounds, Rambo. The bell rang, and the brothers came out fighting. What's the rest of this? Oh, I gotta flip it. Fighters came out fighting. The first and second round, Rocky was losing. In the third round, Rocky was knocked down. The referee yelled 1, 2, 3, 4, and finally, Rocky was what? She didn't even correct this. This is a paper I wrote when I was 12, in 6th grade. His nose was bleeding and he had a black eye. Then Rocky remembered that when Rambo was little, he fell out of a tree on his side. So Rocky started punching him there. Finally, Rambo was knocked out. The referee shouted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The champion of the world, Rocky! The crowd was screaming and crying. Then it was silent. Rocky said on the microphone, even though I fought him, I will always love him. Oh man, that's the most I've laughed. That's the hardest I've laughed in many years.